let's say we're really bad at finding distributors. Only 1 out of 100 becomes a distributor. Now, I follow Andre around enough to know he converts a much, much higher ratio than that. But it's probably not because of the contacts he makes, but he starts filtering people immediately so he doesn't waste time with the people that aren't going to turn into anything. But 5 contacts a day, 5 days a week, 5% of them turn into customers, 1% turns into a distributor. Who in this room has the strength to talk to 100 people to get 1 distributor? Really?
Yes.
How come you're not doing it now?
I'm here.
I'm just, because I know math. Guess who's digging around the back office every day? Guess who's tallying all the points for the next cruise contest? And I don't see anybody. Never mind. Okay. Maybe this area didn't get included. Okay. What happens in a year? 1 year down the road of 5 by 5. Now, by the way, we gave you Saturday and Sunday off. That's 65 new customers and 13 new distributors. Not bad. That's not a breakneck pace. I've seen people do a lot more than that. Now, what this means, if these numbers work for you, we know on average, we're using a lot of averages here, but on average, the average customer in longevity spends 150 BV per month. It's about $175 in product purchase. It's about 150 BV. If we do the math on that, your residual for the customers that you brought on board is going to be about $780 a month after a year. Now, how excited are you about working for a year, contacting 1,300 people, and who can live on $780 a month? Austin, I think, makes more than that. Punching keys. But see, that's your corporate America mindset at work against you. Who cares what you make on your own customers? In fact, I would give up everything on my customers to get paid on everyone else's customers. Remember what J. Paul Getty said? I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. See, that's an entrepreneurial mindset. Leverage. So, on your 65 customers, you're making $780 a month. Big whoop. However, your 13 new distributors that you taught to do exactly the same thing, guess how much you're making on $10,140 a month. They each got 65 new customers, and they each got 13 new distributors. That means you have a business growing. Guess how much money you're making on their customers? $131,820. Can you feel the entrepreneurial mindset starting to take over?
Yes.
What are you getting paid on your personal efforts? $780.
Wow.
What are you getting paid on the business you're building? And the duplication, remember that's the operative word here. Who cares what you do? You're only giving them an example of what to do. That's your job, is to lead by examples. Not to be a total superstar, because if you outproduce everybody, sometimes that's not duplicable.
That's right.
Duplication is more important than anything. Let's look at level 3. On level 2, they did the exact same thing. They got 65 new customers and 13 new distributors. So level 3, this is monthly residual, by the way, just in case you're wondering. $1,713,660.
Oh my God.
Say that number again.
$713,660
Monthly.
monthly. All because of duplication. All because you stopped trying to teach people to paint the Mona Lisa and duplicate it at $12 a piece instead of $1 million for a Mona Lisa. Level 4. You guys want level 4?
Yes.
Level 4. 22,277,580
Monthly?
monthly.
Who's in jail?
That's level 4. Now, I didn't go farther beyond that because you guys see the pattern. You think level 5 is going to be bigger or smaller? Just check. Now, what I did is I added all that up for you because now I want you to understand the importance of duplication. Do you guys understand how important duplication is?
Yeah.
It is the single most important part of your business. It is more important than 90 for life itself. Duplication. That's $24,133. $24,133,980 a month.
23 million? 24 million?
24,133,000.
At level 5?
No, that's just total through level 4. That's just your first 4 levels. All because of duplication. Now, the next most important thing is consistency. What I did, that was running 5 by 5. That's 5 contacts a day, 5 days a week. Only 20% of them, no, excuse me, only 5% of them turn into customers into distributors. Okay? So I don't want anybody in here to be a super salesperson.
This is 1 year's production.
This is 1 year.
1 year production, and then following years for the people you brought in.
Yes. Yeah, if you stop growing at that point, that's where you would be every month. So let's look at what happens if you say, you know what, I don't want to do 5. Let's just talk to 4 people today. So if you go 20% reduction in your work, but it's not a 20% reduction in your money, the grand total would drop from $24,133,980 to $8,076,437.99. So if you did 20% less consistent work, you would take a pay cut of 67%. Math doesn't lie, right? But let's say you say, you know what, 5 is too much, 4 is really too much.
Right.
Let's do a 3 by 5. That would take you down to 1.9 million, which is a 92% reduction in your income. All because you were inconsistent.
Still on $2 million.
If you went to a 2 by 5, your total monthly down to $282,363, a 99% reduction in income. Who would like to take a 99% pay cut?
Wow.
At that level, 5.
If you just did a 1 by 5, it takes you down to a grand total of $11,486.84, 99.9% reduction in income. Now, let's press pause for a second. You mean to tell me that if you just make 1 contact per day, 5 days a week, turn into customers, and only 1% turn into distributors, you can still make $10,000, $11,000 a month? Who would run away from an $11,000 a month check right now? See, consistency is second in importance to what?
Duplication.
Duplication. Product knowledge doesn't factor into this. Comp plan knowledge doesn't factor into this. By the way, I'm only talking about the residual. This does not include your car bonus. This does not include coding bonus. This does not include your fast starts, your quick starts, or any of that stuff. This is just your residual check. So if you wanted to do a lousy job and only make $11,486 a month, then just go out and make one contact per day, 5 days a week. How many of you have an $11,000, $12,000 monthly income? It's not many. In longevity. You may have other things going on. You art people over here. But if you're not getting those kind of results, it's because you're either doing one or two things wrong. There's only two things you can screw up in this business. Not duplicating or duplicating the wrong thing. Those are the only things you can do wrong. You don't duplicate or duplicate the wrong thing, meaning you're inconsistent. I have some more notes here. Make sure I cover everything. Remember your corporate America mindset. It's haunting you at all times. In his opening, and I had to grab my book and write this down because I don't think he understands how totally brilliant that one couple sentences that he said were. He said, you don't have to do everything alone. We're here as a team, we're here together. And that is truly the key to building this business. Not wanting and not trying to do it all alone. Because if you have a skill that can't be duplicated, you're not going to make money. If you don't duplicate things that everyone can do, you're not going to make money. See, corporate America poisoned us. Remember what I said. Corporate America taught us to do things no one else can do, to learn things no one else can learn, and to have knowledge and not teach it to anyone. And it's so automatic in your minds that you can't help yourself. Have you guys ever caught yourself trying to be the smartest person in the room? Have you ever caught yourself trying to learn something new about longevity so that you can go out and build business? Well, I'm going to have to read another book. I need to learn about that immortalium. Where on the comp plan, Andre, who would you consider in this room to be a reasonable expert on the compensation plan? Anybody? Is anybody that just loves comp plan?